Welcome back to Clark Star Culinary. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy pie crust. We'll need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. And let's just sift those together. We'll be adding 1 stick of butter cold from the refrigerator. And you can cube it, but I decided to try something a little different this time. So I think we'll get the same results here, and maybe just a little quicker. I'm just gonna take and grate the butter over into the flour. And I'm gonna move really, really quickly on this so my butter doesn't just sit in my hand and melt. And now we're just gonna get in here with our hands and work the flour through the butter. And I think it'll be a lot quicker if we kind of toss the butter into the flour first, and then we'll start pinching it in. This technique definitely works out a lot better than cubing it. So next time I make biscuits, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. All right, and we're almost done. We just need to add some water. To form the dough, we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of ice cold water. And again, we're just gonna mix that in. Should form a nice dough in just a minute. All right, that dough ball's forming. Perfect. And you don't want to knead this too much because we don't want the gluten to form. So once we get it in a nice ball, very nice ball of pie crust dough, we're gonna get out some plastic cling wrap, and we're gonna put that down on our work surface. Get our dough ball and just dust your hands with some flour and pat that on the pie crust dough, just like that. And we'll wrap it up. And then you put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour or up to 48 hours. And once you're ready to use it, you take it out of the refrigerator, let it sit for about 20 minutes. And when you're ready to use the pie crust, dust the work surface, place the dough ball down and flatten it out a little bit. Sprinkle flour on the dough and just roll the dough ball out. And we want to roll it out to about 1/8 of an inch thick. Occasionally I like to go in and just sprinkle a little more flour on top of the pie crust, smooth it out, just to make sure that my rolling pin doesn't stick at all. So let's just keep rolling. This recipe is only for a bottom crust, so if you also need a top crust, you will need to double this recipe. Just to let you guys know that in advance. I like to fold the pie crust to put it into my pan. So again, I just go in with some flour, dust it over, and then I just fold the pie crust very gently, very, very gently. And you can always go in and just throw a little more dust at it as you go, because we just don't want to tear it. That's all we're trying to do here, just get it delivered to the pie pan without tearing it. All right, and fold over. There we go. And just kind of run a little flour over the crust. Let's lay this flat here. We're just gonna open it up very gently, very gently. Fold that over here. Open that up and just move this up some. There we go. Okay, pie crust is in place. Very nice. Just gonna kind of press it down a little bit. There's some excess crust, so we're gonna take a knife and gently trim the edges. Before adding the pie filling, you always want to go in and perforate the bottom and the sides of the pie crust with a fork. This will ensure an even cook. You can also use a fork to press a design into the outer crust. I'm actually going to use this lemon juicer to make a little design in mine. So you can use whatever you like. I'm just going to roll this around here just like that. And for a beautiful, glistening, golden brown crust, we'll just go in with a little egg wash, which is just an egg yolk whipped up with about a teaspoon of water. And if some gets down into the pie crust, just kind of brush it in a little bit. It'll be perfectly fine. And now you have a beautiful pie crust ready for the filling of your choice. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all really enjoyed this recipe. Please be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification icon so that you can be notified of our next video upload. Remember, I'm here for you Monday through Friday, so I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.